Are you struggling to test your Angular components, specifically when it comes to using the host listener? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into how to effectively test the host listener in Jasmine. I totally get it. Testing can be a real headache, especially when you're trying to simulate events like scrolling. It can feel overwhelming, but don't worry, we will break it down together. Here's the specific question we're addressing. One user asked, how can I test the host listener for window scroll events in Jasmine? They provided a snippet of their code, which includes a host listener that sets a variable when the window is scrolled. Sound familiar? Let's tackle this together. To understand the issue, we need to know that the host listener listens for events on the host element. In this case, it's listening for the window scroll event. Testing this requires simulating that scroll event in our Jasmine tests. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a quick tip that will make your testing process even smoother. To test the @host listener in Jasmine, the user should start by creating a new test file for the component. This file will contain the necessary setup for the test environment. Next, the user needs to set up the testing module. This involves importing the component and declaring it within the testbed configuration. Now, the user should create an instance of the component and trigger the window scroll event. This is crucial for testing the @host listener functionality. Finally, the user can assert the expected behavior after the scroll event is triggered. This will confirm that the @host listener is functioning as intended. Fun fact. Did you know that the first web browsers didn't even support JavaScript? Imagine trying to test anything back then. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. One alternative approach to testing the host listener in Jasmine is to simulate a scroll event using JavaScript. You can achieve this by calling the scroll_to function on the window object. Additionally, you can create a custom scroll event and dispatch it. This can be done by creating a new event and using the dispatch event method. Let's check out another perspective from a different user. An alternative approach shared by a user involves testing the click event instead of the scroll event. They suggest using Jasmine SpyOn to monitor the clickout method in your component. After triggering the click event, you can check if the method was called. Here's that quick tip I promised. Always remember to clean up after your tests. This means removing any event listeners or resetting variables to avoid side effects in future tests. And there you have it. You should now be able to test your host listener for window scroll events in Jasmine with confidence. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks on Angular testing.